Mohammed Rashid Kamal. For those of you who are new to my channel, to ServiceNowStar, here today we're going to discuss about the Paris release. It's been a couple of months since Paris release is here, with those all the new features and awesome features. But I've got a number of from the community reaching out to me to share my insights on the Paris release, especially related with the new features, and to give some demo, and also I've done this upgrade best practice Orlando and before that as well, New York release. So I was asked to repeat that part as well. So today's we're primarily talking about or discussing a number of cool features that Paris has. As we all remember, is Paris, before Paris, Orlando was there with a number of good features. And when Paris comes, Paris also brings us a number of features like things you might customize previously, creating custom tables, could be custom tables or custom forms. But now I've got many features just by configuring. Like if you talk about the AI, the artificial intelligence, that's also a new place where this Paris release is primarily focusing. So I am here by the ServiceNow. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen for all of you. Bear with me. Okay. So this is what you see, the Paris release. Paris release notes. I want to highly recommend all of you to go directly and read these docs that ServiceNow.com and the bundle with the Paris release, so where you can have a number of important, cool information regarding this. I want to put this one in the chat here for all of you. So I'm going to go ahead and put that one in the chat for everyone. Nice. So I'll do that in a minute. So here under Paris list, we have so many features and fixes existing in the product. So one of the important, I will put this one like in the highlight of the Paris. You can see it in three main areas. The first one is predictive intelligence, predictive intelligence workbench. What this means, it's a machine learning model. Machine learning models. If you know about prediction, okay? So with advanced performance analytics, we have prediction. You can do a model where you can predict different incidents, what will happen. So that kind of functionality is here with the Paris release or predictive intelligence workbench. You can deploy the machine learning models with a simple step-by-step walkthrough. I will show you that one. So this is my personal developer instance. What I have is right here. As you can see, the Paris release, I just recently on 10/20/2020, that was the time the build for the Paris release I upgraded. I also have a different personal developer instance. I'll show you. That one is on Orlando. So in order to come here, you just need to go to system diagnostics. So under system diagnostic, basically so many things here. There is a script debugger where you can debug your script. So it's really cool to have that here. Under system diagnostics, you have a diagnostic page, component stats, progress workers, memory stats, if you want to check your memory, and active transactions, all node, okay? What is node here is in ServiceNow, especially if you have this license with ServiceNow, you might have multiple nodes, maybe at least 3 nodes. What did that do is it will distribute the load of transactions, and then so you'll have really fast services concurrently. Let's say you logged in, maybe you logged in one node, and the other person, when they logged in, put him in the next node, and the third one will have the third node. That means your system is not going to be bombarded with all the networks. That's what the node here is. There's upgrade history. If you are upgrading, you can monitor it. You can upgrade history. You can check. Let's say what I did is my upgrade history. I can show you what I have, all my upgrades, from perfect. So here, so this is a really cool summary where you can see my upgrade from Orlando. That was the version I had before, Orlando to Paris. So the Paris, it was patch 2.10.01. That's what I upgraded from that one, which is Orlando, to Paris release. So when this started, is the time it was started is on the same day, 10/19/15, and upgrade is finished at 12:49, almost in about 2 hours. 2 hours, this upgrade is completed. It's really interesting. The duration it took is 2 hours and 30 minutes, so 2 hours and a half. And within my applications, I mean, all the application that I have in my instance, there was 25 items. I would say 25 skipped out of 17,590 changes. From those change, 25 was skipped. What did that mean? Skipped means when ServiceNow see whatever change you have in your system, and if anything is changed from the out of the box, so it will skip it. So that you need to go ahead and take care of those change. And here graphically, so you can see the node upgrades, anything pending, running, successful, failed, all down. So if you want to look at the detail, I can see here the top 10 fixed script. Okay, whatever fixed script that I have, you can see it here. So this is just a summary. Now, if I want to look at the skipped change, any change that are skipped, so that's what you have. Okay, this is the upgrade summary report. That's what you need to present, for your team. Once you've done an upgrade, then you need to look at and review what are the changes. View all the skip change. For example, if you want to open here the all changes, we can go ahead and look at that. Basically, what this change is, it's just taking a little bit of time to open, but definitely we can see all the changes that are being, and for some reason those change, okay, those change have some work that I have done. So those things need to be all right, it's almost there. I can show you. So here, this is from Orlando to Paris release, and that's the upgrade started and finished. That's the upgrade history. That's, we just reviewed that one, the skipped one, the change applied, that many is applied, and the change processed and happy to review. So I have got that many to review. So if I come here, scroll down, so it just gives you with color code. So the priority means, like, let's say any change over here need to be prioritized, which you need to care first. So for someone, it's really important. There are some system email actions here that are skipped, okay, that are skipped. So I have to go ahead and review this one first before I go ahead and take care of the green, for example, error under here. All right, so those are, now I have to open each one of the skipped upgrades. I have to look at them and then take care. Let's go ahead and see as an example one of the system email actions. So I open the system email action here. That's what I see, the priority resolution is not yet resolved. So I have to scroll down further and see. So now what is the problem here? Do I need to update, resolve the conflict, revert to base system, or I want to delete it? So that's up to me. So based on my requirement, what my change was here, this is about a target name incident assigned to my group. Some functionality was skipped here. Change was, so I have to take care of that. That's the upgrade history incident assigned to my group. Notification from the IT service management. So once I take care of this, I'm going to resolve the conflict, or resolve the conflict, which is this record in the global, so no rise to apply. So the base system and the customized system. So I have customized. That's what we call it, customization. So whatever base system you have, and if you make any customization, the ServiceNow will skip it. So that's what I really advise my clients and also fellow ServiceNow developers. Mainly, if you can be configure, that's the first option you need to take instead of customization. This is what really happened. Like if you have multiple changes, multiple customizations, like in hundreds and thousands. So that's the time you need to sit down and take care of all those changes, whenever you do upgrades. Otherwise, upgrade is going to be really a scaring thing for you, because always when you upgrade, you need to take care of all those. So with that said, let's go ahead and see another feature here. That's about predictive intelligence. That's what we just discussed about, the deployment of the machine learning models with a simple step-by-step walkthrough, and also that has a recommendation with a single line of code. And the second piece, really important, is the process automation designer. So this process automation designer that really enables the business process owners, so they can be able to create and also manage as well as view any cross-enterprise workflow. So if you have these different workflows, cross-enterprise workflow, you can see all of those in a single end-to-end process. So we're gonna look at all these good features in a little bit later. We're just gonna go ahead in detail. The other important thing is the playbook for the customer service management. So we have got the customer service management, and they got here under the part is really the standardized and automate complex customer service process. This customer service process that has spans the siloed teams and also system. Great. With that said, I'm going to show you a really important path to your successful upgrade. How can you upgrade your instance? What are the steps you need to follow? So the first thing is you need to learn what are the changes. So the same thing what I did here, before I upgrade my instance from London instance, before I read it, I have to look at what are the changes. So I can know what new benefits I will get. That's an important step. Then after that is preparation. Always prepare. So before you just hit that one upgrade button, you need to prepare what will happen, like especially related with any table that you customize, or forms that you customize, or any scripts that you written. So you need to be prepared for that one. You need to make sure that all your developers are aware, and also across the team have that information that you're going to upgrade. There's not data loss is not expected during upgrade, but you can notify and people to not to go to the system at that time during upgrade. And once upgrade is complete, ServiceNow will let us know by email. Basically, if you have this instance, you need to request it through Hi. And once you request it through Hi, you will get a change request over there. And the one is completed, you will notify it through an email. Then you can check your upgrade your upgrade. I mean, what are the things that are, you know, especially related with the change? How many changes are transferred and how many changes are skipped? So you have to look. Then what? The next step is fix. You have to sit down and fix anything that are missing. So that's what the same thing what we did here. Okay. So that's what here, the upgrade history, you can look at it. So in order to see your instance, whether it's upgraded or not, you will see under start here, start is, by the way, submodule under the system diagnostics. So within that, you have stats, and if you click stats, you can see that the build is pari. So I'll be able to successfully upgrade it to Paris. That's what you see over here, and you will also see that, all right, the build name, instance name, that's my instance, it's enjoyment, the instance ID, all right, and that's my IP address. I'm sure you guys not gonna touch this private information, so perfect. So that's where all those cool information. And now the next thing is you need to review all the, you know, all the applications or all the changes that are missed. Right. Then after that, you need to go ahead and fix all the changes that you have. You need to upgrade any non-production instance. Always start from dev instance. Upgrade your dev instance, and once you take dev, you can go to the other instance. You have the test, and also if you have any production instance, do the same. Go ahead and test it, fix it. So starting from dev instance, you can predict what will happen also in test instance, and also in your other non-production instance as well as production instance. So stay your upgrade journey. Basically, you need to use the release notes. Whatever release note you have in your upgrade process, you need to choose the upgrade phase that you are to start with. And it's basically recommended to complete the phase in ordered list. You have to complete in ordered list. You don't need to do it in haphazardous way. So for a guide, the redesign, you need to release notes experience. So you can use the release notes. One of the release notes, let's go ahead and open and see that release notes. We can look at that. Here is, you can learn about the parties. You can find out what is new and what is changed in parties. This is also very good thing. So here is the release note. The release note. So we need to navigate and redesign the release notes basically before we upgrade our instance. So as you can see here, you need to read and highlight some of the contents and prepare, and after that you need to upgrade. So you need to learn about the Paris release, like we say, what are the contents, what are the changes that have. Then preparation is over here. The once you prepare this ServiceNow upgrade, you can upgrade. All right, that's cool. And another important thing is when you learn about the Paris release, the early release was on July 23, and then it was generally available on September 16. So it depends on where you're going to upgrade. Okay, if you are upgrading from Orlando, like the same thing that I did, that's how you're going to click and upgrade. You might sometimes, your instance might be all the way back to New York, or it might be from Madrid as well. So that's what your release will go from there. And let's see some of the highlights of this, the Paris release. There are the core functionality discussed about the playbook experience, the source control enhancement, the email client, see all those cool stuff in the analytics, intelligence, and reporting. Those are some of the core functionalities that ServiceNow has in Paris release. There's also some change on the mobile area, the mobile app. So mobile app security-wise, it comply with the federal and internal security requirement. That's why anything before Paris, you have to make sure may not be compliant with the government, but now it is really compliant with the federal governments. And also the ServiceNow mobile app, it may require configuration by the customer to meet compliance objectives, and also support edge encryption and also domain separation, which is really cool. So now the mobile app is support the domain separation. I mean, the domain separation, you think of that you have tenants, okay? Let's say, think about you living in an apartment, or yeah, you're living in an apartment where you have multiple people there, multiple tenants there. There are common area that you primarily share with other residents. Like, for example, the lobby. You're gonna share the lobby, and also you might share the mailbox, right? The mailbox, that area, or if there's a computer room, you may share those places. So when you think of this domain separation, all those individuals, when they live in that apartment, they have their own room, right? They have their own rooms, and they have a lot of things that's private. They're not gonna show it to you. But if you go to the reception, which is common to everyone, everybody can share. Everybody can sit there on Hangouts, but you cannot go ahead and hang out in someone's room, right? You cannot do that because it's their private. So domain separation, in domain separation, it's parent-child relationship. So you will create a parent-child relationship. The parent, which is the parent of the domain, can see the child data, and the child cannot see the parent data. So that's how the hierarchy occurs. And then if you have multiple child here, each multiple child, we're not gonna see the data of each child, but each child, maybe you can provide visibility. There is a domain visibility you can provide through that, and one child can see the others. And you may also provide extra using different domain visibility. And now that is really interesting, and it's possible here in Paris release, the domain separation on mobile device. The other important thing, the mobile enhancement, is simplify everyday mobile experience. We are really driving, the people are really driving their service at this time on the mobile applications. A lot of things are going, like sending money or requesting or addressing this. The mobile app is really growing very fast. So that's what ServiceNow really pay attention in that area, embedding the dynamic bar and also like donut charts in mobile dashboard. So if you have any mobile app in dashboard, so you can quickly see that, and you can find informations in a filters for a list as well as map, and automatically catching data in the background for offline access. That's also a very good information. When you talk about the integration hub, and easily connect multiple accounts of a third-party system. Okay, you can integrate it with third-party system. It also provide a single scalable integration framework that manage, configure, spoke on the instance with connection management dashboard. If you look at the IT workflow, it also help to optimize IT cost and as well as resilience. And if you see the IT service management, which is what we call it IDSM, it is a predictive intelligence workbench that deploy the machine learning model. There's a change management enhancement that accelerate the work from the automated change approval based on the team's change success score. I want to say thank you for everyone for joining me here at the ServiceNowStar. We are really, working on today on the upgrade, especially upgrading from different version to the Paris release. This Paris release, the early access was the early access. Now it's in full version, so anyone can upgrade their instance to Paris release. And when you upgrade, you have to pay attention for a couple of things. What are the new functionalities that we have in Paris release? So those are the features that we are looking. Now I'm gonna go ahead and show you how you can upgrade your instance. So for that, let me go ahead and reshare. Bear with me. I'm gonna go ahead and share. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and share. Okay. Awesome. So here is my service now. I'm gonna go ahead and show you how you can upgrade. So here, your ServiceNow instance, which is Orlando version. So if you want to upgrade, you just need to come here, manage your instance. So under refresh, there is refresh, it tell you how many remaining days you have. And under here, under manage, you can see that upgrade instance. So upgrading your instance, you can reset and wipe the instance, reset admin password, you can remove any demo data that you have, or also you can release the instance. What are we going to do here is we want to upgrade our instance, and you can see that my instance is on Orlando, just one version behind, one instance behind. I'm just gonna go ahead and upgrade. So here is the deal, okay? Before you upgrade your instance, it's telling me that the latest patch, the latest patch in Orlando, in Paris, is the patch 4, and that's the release notes, which is ServiceNow just broad for me. So if I'm not quite sure, I have to go ahead and see the release note as well. What are the changes are there? How many changes that I have? So I have to be well aware. ServiceNow recommends upgrading to the latest release, which is patch 4, so you can get access to the latest features and functionality. So that's where I am in. I am on Orlando patch 9. Basically, ServiceNow will bring a number of small releases that we call them patch for different fixes. So the Orlando has 9 patches. It could be because of security or because of some fixes. It doesn't bring a new functionality, but some fixes. So it has 9 patches. But Paris, even just in a few months, now has already 4 patch. Now what I want to do, I'm going to select this one. Right after I select the Paris release, you can go ahead and click the upgrade instance button, and it's now active. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade my instance. And what it's telling me is instance upgrade is in progress. So what is this tell? Like I show you, this might take 2 hours and 30 minutes. Minimum 2 hours and 30 minutes or more depending on my instance. Then right after that, what I need to do is I have to go ahead and see any changes that are missed. Okay, now if I come here, this is my ServiceNow instance. Let's go ahead and refresh it and see. All right, if I come here, system diagnostics, and then system definition, system diagnostic. You can see here there's session debug and start. So the start is still on Orlando. Let's go ahead and upgrade monitor. Let's go ahead and monitor. Now upgrade detected, no upgrade detected. The current is Orlando. View latest summary because I just requested, and it is in process. Check now. Let's go ahead and check if there is any upgrade. It's checking for me. Let's give it a few minutes. It's processing. So what this tells me is It's gonna tell me my upgrade. Okay, so next check is under 12/2016, and that's what I have. View latest summary. We can check the latest summary. All right, nothing in there. There we go. Interesting. This is the upgrade complete from Orlando. From that patch to the next version is Orlando as well. So this is telling me there was 43 skipped items. All right, Virgin Glide Orlando, Virgin Glide Orlando. So this is just a skip that happened when Orlando patched from one to the other one. There was 43. So I would expect somewhere around here in my upgrade. So that's the upgrade monitor. You can check right after your upgrade is complete. But it is my instance is in progress. The upgrade is in progress. Once it's complete, we can come back and look at it. So that's how you can upgrade your instance. And basically, this Paris release is come with so many new good features. A lot of them are really things that we've been customizing, and now you just need to configure and then use it. So it's really save your development time. If you are not preventing you from anything, I would highly recommend you guys to upgrade your instance from where you are at. And it's really a good time for all of us to really benefit from the new version, from the new instance, from the new release, which is the Paris release, and it also goes to patch 4. When you upgrade your instance, your instance is automatically gonna be on patch 4, which is really cool. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, that's all I have for today. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and also like my video if you like it. If not, let us give us any comment and suggestion so we can improve our channel content. So that's all I have. Again, my name is Mohammed Rashid Kamal. Until see you with the next episode. On the next episode, I'll show you all deep and deep. This is the first episode. On the next episode, we're gonna deep and deep and show you how we can primarily use the ServiceNow features. And until then, have a great day. Bye.